Welcome back to Kontroversy on TANnetwork. We'll go straight into Chula's program, Chula's story, Chula's program. Chula's part of the program. Malaysian TV talent show young Imam Muda. Imam. Okay,
Imam
combined religion with reality TV.
The thing is, when we talk about reality TV show, what do you think about? You're gonna think about something so dramatic, people screaming, crying, gossip,
drama,
or maybe some sexual content behind the scene in some hidden camera, and people rap out about each other behind their back. None of that happened in this one. That's a good drama. The thing is, the reason I choose this story because I think this is one of the positive things that anyone that want to support or promote Muslim Islamic religion can do. Besides, so far we always hear about suppression and all this law and all those things, all the forbidden stuff. But this is the one really good thing they can do for the religion to promote it for the young generation. It's a reality show. It's over 1,000 people submit the application. They finally get the 10 people on the show. They have to be away from their family for 3 months. And then each week they have to do some kind of practice, some visiting, like clean up the body of HIV affected, or preaching, or do some social work, and that at the end of the week there'll be some assessment and take out one contestant.
So this is for any age, yeah?
They call it Imam Muda because it's going to be the young Imam.
Right,
the winner, they got the winner on Friday, the 30th. 26 years old. I cannot pronounce his name. His Muhammad Azira. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Anyway, he's the winner. And I watched the show on YouTube. It's the beautiful thing. They were preaching. They were praying. It's really cool thing. I mean, it's the best thing you can do to promote your religion, and it's appealing for young people. And the finale was streaming across the world in like 16 countries. It's like United States, Arab Emirates, India, Canada, and Germany, amongst all those countries.
That's interesting.
And then they will got the winner will got the scholarship to the prestigious Al Madinah University in Saudi Arabia. They will get one of the top seats in religious learning in the Islamic world. They will be offered position of cleric at the mosque in Kuala Lumpur, a car, and all expense paid trip to Mecca, one of the 5 pillars of Islam.
So I'm going to say something controversial now.
Yes.
So where's the females?
Oh, it's Imam.
Imam. I think it's almost like
it's
a
all
monk.
male.
Oh, I see. So, okay, I don't know too much about this. So, I wonder if they'll do ones for the girls.
Probably, I really don't know, but you know what? Like I said, so far we heard so many things that make us feel.
I think it's good because it's educational too.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things I like about this show, and it's made me feel better. And
well, I have to say, as you know, I go to KL quite often,
Right.
Kuala Lumpur. I'll be there in a few days, ironically. I mean, I love Malaysians and I love Malaysia, and I actually think that that this is good for Malaysia too, is because I really do believe that Malaysia is going to be the next hub of Southeast Asia over everywhere else, to be quite honest. Do you know what I mean? Because it's very cheap, it's beautiful, it's clean, and it's safe. And it's funny when you actually, even though it's very religious orientated, more than probably anywhere actually, you know, I mean, Thailand's religious orientated,
Right.
but because there's so much else to do here, do you know what I mean? Tourists don't really come here to see the what's.
No.
You know, that's it's usually the second or third thing on their minds. Anyway, seriously. And it's interesting. Religion is not pushed on anyone there, like tourists and things. It's just part of their culture. And the interesting thing about this is that, I do find it's very they're very open compared to, say, other sort of Islamic states.
Right.
So I think it's really exciting.
I just like the way they present this thing, and it's already there will be the second season. They're already planning on doing the second seasons because it's such a big success.
Yeah, it'll be
it's
huge.
probably gonna get syndicated around the world,
Yeah.
especially in all these Islamic countries.
Well, hopefully it gets syndicated in America, so it actually might educate a lot of naive
I
Western
know.
people
I think
about
it is necessary,
Islamic.
isn't it?
Yeah, because the thing
About
is that
the anti-Islamic people.
Well, I remember with
learn
all the
more.
anti-Islam horrible things that were happening, I remember the Malaysian government said, "Hey, we're Islamic. We don't do all this terror, all this stuff
Right.
that the
No,
West have been scared of through
Right.
the propaganda through the Bush administration."
It's the same thing as the
yeah.
southern of Thailand.
Yeah.
All those.
The southernmost Pattani.
The insurgents people, they claim they do it for Islamic
Yeah.
or whatever, but they also harming Islamic people. It's the same thing. It's not exactly the same thing, but it's the same issue and agenda.
Yeah,
about
as an
it.
extremist.
Right,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
an extremist.
Yeah, there you go. But the thing is that unfortunately, especially in the south of Thailand, I know several Muslim families that live there that aren't extremists, but they're unfortunately
Yeah, they're
painted with
very
the one.
peaceful
Yeah,
people.
yeah. And as we know, there's lots of war between Buddhists. Thai Buddhists and Thai Muslim
Right.
peoples, because also too, unfortunately, a lot of the Thai Muslim extremism then makes Buddhist extremists because they're defending. It's all.
It's like it's the same thing in America. The extremists, Muslim, also
Yeah.
extremists, Christian,
Yeah, exactly.
and they like fought each other,
Exactly.
fighting each
and
other.
Sri Lanka especially, you've got the
Tamil.
the Tamils and you've got
True.
the Hindu, like the Hindus and the Buddhists there, do you know what I mean, which are two of the most peaceful religions, and that's been a war that's been going on for decades and decades.
Maybe
People
get-
just don't understand differences, I think.
No,
If
the
you understand
judgment
more,
cloud
then
Well, I think it's
with
about,
the
it's about
rage.
education too, do you know what I mean? I mean, the thing is that, like, I saw something the other day about how in America people are just forcing their children to hate by the age of 3 at that sort of age, you sort of
I
start
just saw
really
one of
understanding the
those
world.
schools that they just, if anyone opposed to the teaching of that
Actually, I
church,
think I saw
they
that
just
through you
drive the
too.
daughter out of the family.
what?
Just because they don't believe in the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the
Yeah.
kids were teaching to sing the song like, well, if you are gay, you go to hell.
Yeah.
If you're not Christian, you go to hell. And
Yeah, I got that when I went to high school in
and
Canada.
no, and this is like 6 years old kids. Like and then the daughter just started to, as growing up,
Yeah.
the oldest one of the family started to think this is not right, and she opposed it. She said in the church, she got drive out of the town, cut off by disowned by her father.
Exactly, it's crazy.
It's a sad thing. I mean,
Yeah.
we should love each other.
Well, I mean, the thing is, just the principle of a father throwing their daughter out that's been with them all their life and it's their actual blood, throwing out because they don't believe in the same thing, is just shows you the mentality of these type of ignoramuses. On that level, we'll see you after the break.